Friends, hiring a good Scrum Master is not a piece of cake. One bad hire can spoil the team. And not because demand exceeds supply, competitive salaries combined with affordable certifications are drawing more than enough creative and driven people towards a promising career in Scrum Mastery. Your problem is not going to be finding people with credentials, but it recognizing who is going to be successful working with your Scrum team. I normally ask 6 specific questions to find out. Friends, no two interviews are the same, but every good Scrum Master does shows certain key qualities. These are the 6 Scrum Master interview questions I have found most effective for revealing candidates' practical knowledge of conflict resolution, communication, flexibility, and other soft skills which are fundamental to Scrum Master success. Hello friends, my name is Sharan Sharma and welcome to our YouTube channel Careers Talk. I am an Agile consultant, and if you are visiting our channel Careers Talk first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button. When you subscribe to this channel, you will get 3 benefits. For your next Scrum Master Project Manager interviews, you will be more confident after watching real world interview questions and answers from large multinational companies which I am posting regularly. The second benefit is you will be learn more about different exams, certifications like PMP, PSM, PMI, ACP, Skill Agile. And the third benefit is you will learn a lot from videos on project management, agile methodologies, along with different frameworks like Scrum, SAFe, Kanban. Friends, every single week I will upload at least one video for you. So click on subscribe button right away and make sure you hit the bell icon to turn on the notification. Friends, at the end of the video, if you like my efforts, please hit like button. Your one like is big motivation for me. So friends, let's start with how to hire a good Scrum Master. Friends, first of all, avoid basic Scrum questions. Your Scrum Master needs a solid hold of Scrum theory so I can understand the urge to ask entry-level Scrum questions during the interview. For example, you might ask how Scrum works or what its value or the product building challenges it solves. But there are 3 reasons why I avoid these types of Scrum Master interview questions. The first reason is Scrum concept could take less than 2 minutes to describe, which does not tell you much about the person you are interviewing. Second, you will find quickly enough whether they have the fundamentals right, using more multidimensional questions. So you will uncover their working knowledge of Scrum rather than their theory knowledge. And the third part is always you can follow up with the basics if you need to do. So to get a better idea of how the candidates would resolve a backlog issue, for example, you might want to step back and understand how they navigate the various roles of the Scrum team. So my main problem with basic question is that they are objective. So they don't give you a lot of information about a candidate's soft skills, which are so crucial for the Scrum Master role. The Scrum framework is important to understand, but so is how a leader responds to the real world pressure which they are likely to face. So without more delay, friends, let's talk about how to get those responses. The very first question is, why do you want to be a Scrum Master at our company? Scrum Master should have a reason for applying for a position at your company in particular. If they get hired, they will be dedicating a good amount of their hours to the unique challenges and goals of your team. They should be able to imagine themselves investing emotionally and mentally in your product and company culture, and you want to make sure that they have a reasonable understanding of what they day to day is going to be looks like. So this is an open-ended question that tends to draw interesting answers. Friends, listen out for a key information like, are they offering your company relevant experience? Look at how they plan to pay their knowledge forward. Can you tell that they did not have done their homework on your company's positioning, values, and missions? The ability to gather actionable intelligence for meeting is an important quality of a Scrum Master. It's a good question to start the interview from interviewer's perspective. Let's see the next question. The next question is, a team member has stopped attending daily Scrum. What do you do? Friends, I am a fan of situational questions. Many Scrum Masters have to deal with some version of this particular question. So hopefully they understand the glitches that come from an uneven meeting daily Scrum attendance. That letting it continue is asking for a blind spot to emerge during the sprint, and a truly team-wide knowledge basis is critical for decision making. So how would they meditate? Their answer can give you a clue that how they perceive the role of Scrum Master, not as an enforcer, but as a confident mentor and mediator who can help team members understand the consequences of their decisions. Let's check out the third question. How do you address new requirements in the middle of a sprint? So Scrum is designed to be responsive to last minute changes, but it certainly adds stress to the team. So with this question, you are really asking, what ideas does the candidate have to help a Scrum team manage scope change? How would they go about integrating those changes into current sprint? And can they make judgment call about what can be deprioritized to the next sprint? Good Scrum Masters are happy to make their cases to higher ups about not having the bandwidth to take on more than is reasonable. The team needs to know their Scrum Master is there to support them when the team needs help or help them turn challenges into opportunities to improve. Shielding the team's productivity from change is critical. You will know this candidate is capable if you get a hint of their openness, flexibility, ability to coordinate different stakeholders. Let's check out the next question. So your team's velocity drops over the course of several sprints. What should you do? So when this happens, management looks to the Scrum Master for the answer. They will need to be prepared with ways to diagnose the problem if there is one. So velocity is a measure of Scrum team's capacity to complete work during a sprint. It's a metric, totally story points completed divided by the number of sprints. So there are limits to what velocity can tell you. So for example, a velocity drop doesn't always indicate a decrease in productivity. Velocity could fail in scenarios like choosing to fix bug as they come up rather than taking on a technical debt. But maybe the drop is not for good reason. If it's a productivity issue, where are the sticking points? So the Scrum Master does not need to have all the answers, but they have to good at enabling the team to find it. You are asking this question to make sure the candidate understand that and to learn the steps they would take to identify areas for improvements. Let's check out the next question. Do you track each team member's daily Scrum task? This is a bit of a trick question, but something you want to be on the same page about as in Scrum Masters you hire. You may disagree with me on what qualifies a good answer, but that's all the more reason to ask. This question will shows you whether the candidate is aligned with your company's idea of good collaboration. Generally, though a good Scrum Master enables their team's self-organization, they are not a taskmaster, so they help coordinate the team work rather than oversee individual work. So it's hard to imagine formal tracking of team members' daily tasks achieving anything positive over the long term. It's more like a micromanagement and singling out. So the short answer you will be looking for is no. Even better if they can demonstrate how they would track progress without looking over teammates' shoulders. Let's move on to the next and very important question. What is your favorite retrospective technique and why? So this is a fun one that sheds light on the candidate's approach to another important sprint event's agile retrospective. If the Scrum Master's job to help the team build knowledge about how they work and improve their processes, done right, retrospectives are not just an invaluable coaching opportunity for the Scrum Master, they both informative and fun for the team. Friends, you can ask follow-up questions like what are their goals for the retrospective? How do they measure the success of their retrospective? Why do they think retrospective works so well? The sprint retrospective is a place the Scrum Master can really make an impact. You want someone who is ready to make the event worth attending. Friends, there is one more dilemma in the minds of interviewer that should you only interview Scrum Masters with certifications? So if you are interviewing someone without a Scrum Master certification, you probably have a good reason for putting them on the short list, right? So personally, I value Scrum Master certification, but I have overlooked someone not having one before. Important thing is context. So what else are they bringing to the table? Don't be afraid to ask whether they are planning on getting one, why or why not. Scrum is a framework based on a continual improvement. A candidate's interest in certification indicate their active investment in their personal and professional growth. And if your candidate is already Scrum certified, be sure to ask why they pursued that specific credentials and what they learned from it. Scrum Master certifications vary quite a lot nowadays, and the value they learned should reflect how your company practices Scrum. Friends, I am sure you have enjoyed this video and learned something new today from this video. Friends, please do not forget to click the red subscribe button and a big like. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more such videos. Have a nice day.